in the last field goal first, it seemed like everyone thought it went in there. Or what did you kind of see?
It was close. I thought it went in too, but that's a tough angle from the sidelines, waiting for those guys. I really thought it was close, but obviously it didn't go in. And, crushing, because I thought we had a great chance at it. And he's made those in practice. We've got confidence in his leg and being able to make it. And the little wind that was out there was going in that direction. So we thought we had a great opportunity, but I guess it was a little bit wide left and a little short.
Yeah, you said he had been doing 50-plus yarders in practice.
Absolutely, and that's within his range. I thought he got a good hit on the ball. I mean, he seemed like he hit the ball really well, and just wasn't meant to be. It just fell out of there, and that was. A lot of things happened in that game like that for us. We just didn't execute at the ability, that we can or that we should in order to win a football game.
Tough to win so big in week one, big win second week, and then you kind of come out like this.
I just didn't like the way we went right down the field in the first quarter and scored and. Then we just, we got stopped. We had a turnover. We missed a field goal. And, and just the rhythm of the first half just wasn't what we wanted. And it surely wasn't like that opening drive. So, but I thought we regrouped at halftime. I thought we made a couple adjustments at halftime, and I give credit to our guys. I thought they came out and played hard in the second half, and just fell short.
Coach, talk a little bit about that Findlay offense and Clay Belton kind of beating you a couple different ways on screen plays and draw plays up the middle.
I give them a lot of credit. I thought they did a great job of executing, and you got to remember this, and it's unfortunate, and I'm not going to say anything more than 3 penalties that extended 3 drives where they scored points, and whether it was. Not a good play by us or whatever it was, that's what can't happen. Your defense has to work so hard to get a stop, especially against a good quarterback and a good offensive team, and you're not able to come up to it. But those 3 plays are just a small part of the game. He made a lot of plays all game long. The receivers made some big catches, went up and got the football. I give them a lot of credit.
Would you say that the high hit call on the receiver would be kind of the biggest one that extended that?
Yeah, because, I think the high hit's a tough one because your guys are just playing hard. And if you look at both of them, we had a high hit by Caserta, and then we had the high hit at the end there. And, your guys are playing hard, and they're just playing aggressive. And, they weren't late hits. They were high hits, and it's unfortunate. And it's tough to have a high hit on a quarterback that's 6'6", obviously, and that's what they called the first one. And then I thought our guy was just making a play for the ball, and obviously he got up there a little high. And those are the rules, and we have to accept it. And we weren't able to overcome it. That's the tough thing.
What are the biggest things you want to address defensively?
Well, the thing that we didn't do a good enough job of today is getting pressure. I mean, we didn't get real pressure. And he's big and he's athletic, so the little pressure we did get, he was able to escape. And I think if you give a guy time, he's going to find open receivers. And if you give a guy a chance to scramble, he's going to find open receivers. And I think that's what we just got to do a better job of locking down, putting pressure, getting people in the quarterback's face. And obviously, I thought they made some good plays. We were in position to knock down balls, and we didn't come up with it. But I think the big thing at any time is you have to pressure a quarterback. You can't let him feel comfortable back there. And I thought he felt comfortable back there and did a good job against us. The other thing he did a great job of is recognizing what we were in. I thought we did a good job of disguising, but I think he's pretty good at recognizing and finding your weakness, and I give him a lot of credit. I thought he had a great game, and their coaches for a very good game plan.
Coach, talk a little about your own offense. You ran the ball early and often. It seemed like the pass game actually took a little bit longer to get clicking.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought we did a good job of running the football. I thought Tim had a good game. Probably took us a little longer than we would have liked to have. Here we are in that first half on that second drive, moving the ball pretty good, and we have a turnover. So that was tough. But as I said, I think we got better as the game went on. That's all we ask our kids to do. Everyone's going to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. We ask them to get better as the game goes on, and I thought they did do a good job of that.
Were you expecting such kind of a quick strike offense? I mean, as far as, I don't know if we know how or not, but they were really running plays quickly there.
Well, no, it didn't. We were prepared for the no huddle. I think the thing that they did a good job of is really slowing the game down at times. One of those times they had the football, it seemed like they had it forever, and they were really they were getting the ball snapped late. They were taking a look at our defense. They were being real deliberate, making sure they called the right play. So they did a good job of mixing in both a quick up-tempo pace and then slowing things down and trying to get a look at what we were in and trying to make their calls off of that. As I said, they've got a guy that's a great trigger man. The back did a good job of running hard, and the receivers caught the ball, their line blocked. I thought at the end of the day they did a great job of executing their offense. All right, Kyle. Thanks, man. Thanks, guys.
John, did it take the kind of the passing game a little bit longer to kind of get going and get into some sort of rhythm tonight than some other games?
Yeah, it did. We offense came out flat tonight, and I put that blame on me. Really, we kind of just we weren't really doing and we weren't executing like we should have. So we came out a little bit flat, no energy in the first half, and it took a while for the passing game to open up.
John, talk a little bit about the pressure that Findlay brought. Looked like they were getting you a little bit, forcing you to make some plays on the run.
Yeah, they came with a couple of blitzes, off the edge, and we were trying to go high sometimes, and they were rolling down the man coverage, so it created a little bit of chaos for us. But we started beating them against our man coverage, and the blitz wasn't as effective late in the game.
Can you just talk about watching that last field goal? It seemed like the whole sideline thought that it had gone in. Was it kind of a fake there? Yeah,
well, obviously, watching field goals, it's tough to really see exactly where that ball is going, but it definitely looked like it went in for everyone. It was a long, I believe it was 52 or 53 yarder, so it was a tough field goal, and just missed it, but everyone was, we thought it went in.
Now just talk about kind of, the big picture. You guys get the big win on opening night, pretty big win last week. How do you kind of regroup and, move on from this one?
You can't hold your head down for too long, Obviously, you have to just move on and learn from your losses, but really, we're just going to push forward. The season is not over, not even close to being over, So we have a whole bunch of season left to play, and we just want to come out there and win the rest of our games.
Grant, your coach talked a lot about some of the penalties, and just how they're at inopportune times. As a defense, how hard is it to, think you're coming off the field, think you're forcing a fourth down, and then have to, have them extended drive like that on a penalty?
Yeah, it's tough. You get a stop, 3 downs, and then you got to come back out and start over again. So, it's something that happens, but we want it to happen a lot less than it did tonight.
Grant, talk a little bit about defending Clay Belton tonight. Obviously, a big guy who's mobile, can make some plays at his feet. Seems like he really gave you guys a little bit of trouble both ways tonight.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback. He knows how to move in the pocket, and we didn't get to him enough tonight. And, he really picked us apart when he needed to in the clutch. And, give credit to him. He's a great quarterback. And we just didn't do enough to contain him tonight.
Can you just talk about the very end? It seemed like the whole sideline thought that it had went in, that you had won, and then, it seemed like kind of got picked out a little bit there.
Yeah, I was down on the other end, so from there it looked like it was in, but I wasn't close enough to tell. So, it's disappointing, but at least we had a shot at the end.
You talk about kind of moving on from this one and focusing on, a lot of games left to play in this season.
Yeah, we have all of our goals still in front of us, so, this one sucks, but we're just going to keep fighting and, hopefully achieve our goals in the end. We got to come back. Lake Erie's an underrated team in this league, and if we don't show up, they can, give us a handful, so we got to be ready next week.